All right, all right, all right. Hey everybody, how's it going? I hope I'm waiting for the YouTube to catch up to the stream. That way I know the audio is coming through okay. And once I know that, and there it is. Excellent. Excellent. Welcome everybody. It is Saturday night and we are live streaming. Hello everybody and welcome to Misfit Corner Scams. Hope you all are having a fantastic weekend, and of course I am joined by my really good friend Avery, Studio 7.62. How you doing, my friend?
Doing all right. How you doing? How's everybody
I'm
out there?
Yeah, well, you know what's so funny? I never can predict what the traffic at the flea market on the weekends is going to be. Sometimes it's really slow, sometimes it's really busy. 2 weekends ago, when it was raining and downpouring like all weekend long, I was constantly busy. There were people always in the store, everything. Last weekend, where it was nice and sunny and shiny, barely had any customers. Today,
Hmm.
there was a threat of rain. Rain is supposed to be coming, and I was busy pretty much all day long. I just never can tell. It's crazy.
It's weird how people want to go to the flea market when it rains.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird? Maybe they just
Yeah,
want to get out of the house and they don't want to get wet. Maybe that's a possibility.
like when it's raining. I want to go on like on a sunny winter day.
A sunny
That's
winter
when I
day.
want to go. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
where
Where
it's
it's nice,
cool.
where it's not hot, where it's not yucky and hot
Yeah,
and sticky. I'm lucky, and my
yeah.
store has an AC unit, and it's usually pretty cool. So I take advantage of that fully, and I love it, and I love it, and I love it. All right, let's check and see who all's here and see what's going on. Tim's checking in. Hey Tim, how's it going? Says good evening all from Henderson, Kentucky. Welcome to the show, Tim. B Bernie B says Drew, hello from Long Beach, California. Love how you screw with these scammers. You know I love it too. Glenn's here. Glenn says, happy belated birthday, Timothy, Carl, and Eugene. Cakes for each of you. Yeah, I was just telling Avery, I completely forgot. Friday was Timothy, Carl, and Eugene's birthday, March 1st. They are all another year older. That is not my birthday. That has never been my birthday, but it's the fake birthday I use when I talk to scammers. So now I've got to try to remember that everybody is now a year older. For the people who are 58, they're actually now 59. And for the people that are 68, they're now 69. 69. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. It's just stupid childish humor. And I'm full of it. Jim's here. Hey, Jim, how's it going? He says, good evening, all. Happy Saturday night. Welcome to the show. The two of us, of course, are both here. Hello, greetings, and welcome to any and all new faces. We so say the both of us. Welcome once again. Jim says, good evening, the two of us, to B Bernie B and Glenn and Tim. BB is here, says, hello, everyone. Hello, how are you? Dave says, hello, Drew. Thank you, Dave. Welcome to the show. Heinz is here, says, do one thing, each and every one, have fun now. Absolutely. And I'm actually going to do it before somebody else says it, but if you can, hit the like button. Yeah. I think there's only been maybe 2 or 3 of these live streams where I've remembered to say that. I don't know why.
Normally someone says it much later in the show for you.
I know. And then I realized, oh yeah, you're right. But yeah, actually, what's so funny? I think we're up to like maybe I think this is the 90th, either the 89th or 90th Saturday Night live streams that we've done. So that's kind of cool. We're getting close to 100. We're gonna have to party when we get to 100. We're gonna have to do something special for 100.
I gotta find something better to do on Saturday night.
I agree. You should.
Jesus.
Jim says good evening to BB. Dave says hello to Avery.
Hello.
Brent says good evening. Welcome, Brent. Welcome to the show. Pamela's here. Pamela says good evening, all. Welcome. BB says hello. Someone said it was your birthday, Drew. No, my birthday's in December. But the fake birthday that I use with scammers is always March 1st. I don't know why. I think that combination of numbers just sticks in my head well because I remember March 1st. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know anybody whose birthday's on March 1st, but that's the date
You
I
should
use.
start using April 1st for some of them just to mess with them.
Well, no,
See
I
if
know somebody who has a birthday on April 1st, and it's somebody who if I said April 1st, then it would remind me of that person, and I'm trying hard not to think about them ever again.
is it. I think I know.
Yes. It's a friend of mine, or used to be a good friend of mine from a long time ago. I haven't talked to him in years. Not
The suck up schmoozer burden moocher.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. See, I know you too well.
Yeah. I know. The two of us says to BB, hello, our girl. Darlene's here, says hi to everyone. Hey, Darlene, how's it going? Jim says, Avery, good evening.
Hello.
Hooked on the Classic says, hello, I was just about to go to bed. 1 a.m. here. Oh, goodness. If you have to, go to bed. You can always watch it later. All we're going to do is chit-chat and talk all night long, or at least for an hour. I was telling the wife, I was like, I may make tonight's show short because I'm really tired. I want to go to bed early, but that never happens. I don't know why I'm even try. And do you want to know? You want to know why it never happens, Avery?
Well, because you get lost and have to keep reading the chat, and it takes you an hour to catch up.
Well, that too. But after I'm done with the live streams, I still stay up late. You want to know why?
Make a video for tomorrow.
Well, that too. But I have new comics.
I
have. See, there's right behind me 2 big stacks of comics that I have to go through, and I have to organize and bag and board. And oh, look, there's a cat right there. There's a cat. But I have new comics, and you know how much I love going through comics. So I'm looking forward to it. BB says, or is it just Timothy's birthday? Yes, it's Timothy's birthday. Timothy, Eugene, Carl, every fake name. Matter of fact, I think Herschel is also March 1st.
Is it?
I think so. I'm use that.
Herschel's the best.
I haven't had a call for him in a long time, so, but we'll see.
They must have caught hip to Herschel.
Sandy's here. Sandy says, Drew, I'm desperate and serious with this question. How do you stop your cat from putting his paws on you and then stick the claws out when he wants something? Seriously, I'm on blood thinners. I'll be honest with you. We have one cat in the house that does that, where if you walk past him and he wants to get your attention, he reaches out and he grabs you. I don't know how to stop him. I've been encouraging my mother-in-law, who keeps having issues with her cat running across the keyboard of her computer and screwing up her computer. The other day, she came to me in a panic. She was like, the screen, it's sideways. Okay, we'll fix that. I actually had to Google how to fix that, and I showed her how to do it. But the cat ran across the keyboard and screwed things up. And I told her, you need to get a water bottle. You need to have a water bottle. Anytime the cat comes near your keyboard, you zap her. I don't know if that will help, if that will work with the cat putting the paws out, but it might. I know that the water squirter thing gets them to not do things. I know it works because I've had to use that in the past, but that's one of those simple ones you could probably try. Literally means you'd have to carry around a little squirt bottle with you all the time, and anytime the cat reaches out and does that, just let them know that's not acceptable, and they'll learn quickly on that one. But that would be the one thing I would recommend. I know some people think, oh my gosh, that's so vicious and mean and cruel. It's a little bit of water. It's not like bleach or something, you know. You're just squirting them with a little bit of water, and it immediately gets them to stop what it is they're doing and run the other way. So try it, Sandy. Hopefully that'll work. Brent's here. Brent says, BB, I believe it was like 3 or 4 months ago. About what? Oh, asking about my birthday. Yes. My birthday was back in December. Yes, Brent. But Timothy's and Eugene and all that. My fake birthday is March 1st, which was this past Friday, which was yesterday. Yes, and I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything at all.
You didn't take them all out to dinner?
No, I didn't. You know what? The
Uh,
kids are coming over tomorrow night for pizza, so maybe we'll celebrate the birthday a little late.
okay.
So freaking sad, I know.
Put some candles on a pizza, on a slice of pizza. That'd be funny.
There you go. There you go. And I'll take a picture for you guys. Darlene says, yep, his fake birthday. Yep, that's right. Sarah says, I'm sorry I'm late. No problem, Sarah. Thanks for coming in. Tim says, my wife and I go to Louisville Fairgrounds for an indoor flea market. Oh, very nice. The flea market that I'm set up is an indoor flea market. It does have rows that are in the open air part, but it does have the coverage. But my store is in a sealed, have a door, windows, and everything. It's fantastic, and I love it.
There used to be an indoor flea market across the street.
Yes, that long gone.
Yeah.
They've started to open up some smaller businesses in there, but all the bigger businesses that were in there, gone.
Yeah, that whole area is not as good as it was.
I think at one point it had a roller rink in it too.
Wow, really?
Many years ago. Oh yeah. Roller rinks, man. I'd love to go to a roller rink. I'd fall on my butt, but I'd love to go.
Yeah. When you're in your late 40s, gravity is a lot harsher than it used to be. So no thanks on the roller rink.
Jim says good evening to Sarah. BB says good evening to Jim. Sarah says hi to Avery and Drew.
Hello.
And she says hi to Jim. Hooked on classics. Sorry, I'm putting words in my mouth. It is exactly 1 month till my birthday. Fantastic. Well, happy early birthday then, in case we forget. Glenn says, I added a few comic superhero secret identities and sidekicks to my fake names list, including Alfred Pennyworth, Batman's butler. Yep. Bruce Wayne. Did you get the latest list? I didn't want to spam your inbox. If you sent me a list recently, I haven't seen it yet. I am getting really bad about answering my emails, Glenn. I mean, horribly bad. I had a guy, one of my regulars, came into the store today and said, hey, I sent you an email about bringing in some comics. Did you get that message? And I'm like, I think so. I went back and looked. He had sent it a month ago, and I never responded.
Ugh.
I'm like, Ben, I am so sorry. He's like, no, bro. He's like, I come in often enough. I can just check and ask. And he's going to bring them in next week, I think. And I'm like, okay, bring them in. You know me, bring them in. All right. Sarah says, hello from rainy Connecticut. It's supposed to rain tonight.
It's raining here.
It's raining there. No, it's not raining here yet, but it's supposed to rain. And that was the one thing I was going to say about my store. I got a roof leak. I got a ceiling leak. I got rain coming in when it rains. I do have a bin that catches the rain, but I've notified the management, and they're supposed to do something about it, but they haven't done it yet. That's the only one thing that's bad about my store, is that there's literally water will come through the right smack dab in the middle of the store when it's raining out. So one bad thing, but that's okay. BB says, hello to the two of us. Glenn says, I'm like number 4. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Okay. Sarah says,
might be like number 4 on liking the video.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Oh, okay. I gotcha. He's like number. Okay. Sarah says, how many more Fridays? 8 more Fridays. Actually, I am down to 40 business days left. 40 days. 40 days, and that's it. Avery, you want to hear something funny?
40 days and 40 nights.
Well, actually, no, 40 days and 39 nights, because that last night I'm not worrying about nothing. So I want to tell you a quick funny story. And this is not me touting my own horn, even though it is. My boss calls me on Friday, and we were talking about something. And he says to me, we got back our clients in my job are the managers, the supervisors, the operations managers, all the people that we support them. right, with reports and so forth. And he said there was a survey done of all the managers on each of the different teams, and he got back the survey results for our team. Now, our team is literally him and 3 people. That's it. Just there's only 4 of us. And he said, he starts talking to me. He says, I got negative responses and positive responses, good and bad. And I said, okay. He said the negatives were all about communication, such as we don't respond to emails quick enough or whatever. I mean, it's a lot of it's little petty stuff, you know. They send an email and they want responses right away, and sometimes we don't get to them right away, and they can bite a big chunk out of our butts. You know, that's how much I care about it. He said, so we got a couple some negatives. He says, but we got some positives too. And I said, okay. And he said, every one of the positives said, Andrew's the best. Andrew's great. Thank God for Andrew. I was like, okay. He said, nobody mentioned anybody else on the team by name, just you. And I go, oh, okay. And he says, and I'm not telling you this to try to convince you to stay. And I'm like, good, because it's not going to work. You know what I said to him? I said,
What's that?
You know what? You're going to be screwed when I'm gone, aren't you? And he's like, yes, I know.
Oh man, that's good.
All right. It's all right. I'm my backup is being trained. She's going to be great, and everything's going to be good. But there's going to be a lot of people around there that are going to miss me.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry. Where were we? Smidgen says, hi all. How's it going? Fantastic, Smidgen. Thank you so much for joining. Sarah says, how was the shower? It was great. The best part about the shower was I got my wife there. I got the food there. I got the stuff I needed to set up. And then I left and went and worked at the store. And then my wife texted me when they were done. And I wrapped up the store, went back, picked up the wife, helped take down decorations and clean up stuff. And that was it. I had a great time. I worked at the store.
You were done. Easy peasy.
That's right. The sad part was my mom wasn't able to be there, but there were pictures and there were videos. I think there's videos. I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen any yet, but I know there are some out there. But yes, everybody was happy. My daughter was very, very happy. And 1 out of 4 events are done. Next, we have the bachelor bridal, the bachelor. What's the other one? Bachelorette? I don't know. Their thing, their party, their whatever it is. They're doing a pub crawl type thing in St. Augustine is what they're doing, which I told them lot of walking and drinking. So count me and the wife out, because neither one of us can do that. So, but they have that left. Then we have the rehearsal, dinner / get together, and then we have the actual wedding, and that's coming very quickly. And I'm getting very excited to get it over with. So I can move on.
To be done.
But
and you can be like, she's your problem now.
That's right. I told him. I've told him. I said, you do realize she's all yours after this is done. And he's like, yeah, he knows.
All right.
Well,
good luck.
I just found out that my daughter is expecting me to give a speech. Okay. I'm good at that. I can do that. So I have to work on something.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. The 2 of us says, alert, Drew. We have been banned from live chats recently. We do not know the reason. We speculate our posts are flagged as spam algorithm. So say we both. Really? I wonder how you can accomplish that, because I've never seen that. But I guess it could happen. But hey, feel free to comment on my channel as much as you like, guys. Feel free. Manuel's here. Manuel, how's it going? He says, good evening, my friend Drew and Avery. Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Hey.
All right. The 2 of us says, BB, hello, our girl. Glenn says, is Avery a party pooper? No. Avery's the life of the party.
What? A party pooper? I maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I don't drink anymore, so I am.
Oh, you roboted there.
Oh, sorry. I don't drink anymore, so maybe I am a party pooper now.
Well, see, I've never drank, and I'm the life of the party.
Oh.
I could count the number of parties I've been to, like real parties, on one hand. So I'm not a party goer person. So Manuel says hello to Sarah. The two of us say, great to see you, Manuel. Tattle's here. Hey, Tattle, how's it going? I like your recent request to scammers to speak to someone smarter. Strange how there isn't a smarter scammer than the ones you're talking to, which always shocks me. They are so dumb. I mean, bottom barrel intelligence level. You guys heard that one video where the guy wanted my social security number and I gave him 111111111, and he told me that didn't work. And I said, well, let me give you a different one. Try 222222222. And then he said that didn't work either. Like, oh my God, the guy's so stupid. But at least he tried. At least he tried.
He couldn't get, like, those are clearly fake numbers.
Avery,
obviously.
I went through several different combination of numbers, and the guy was still trying to make it work.
I'd have been like, I'm really old. My social security number is
0001. Yeah.
2.
Jim says good evening to Manuel. Christine is here and says hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Manuel says great to see you, two of us. Sarah says my deceased aunt was March 1st. Oh, sorry, Sarah. Yeah, I honestly don't know anybody who has a birthday on March 1st. I just made that up one day, and it's just always stuck with me. So Manuel says good evening to Jim. Sarah says use the birthday April 31st. See, I figure they might be able to catch on to that a lot quicker. So I actually use a date that I know in my head works. It's just a matter of remembering how old I am based on the year I give them. So when I give them 55, I'm 68. When I give them 65, I'm 59. Back up. When I give them 55, I'm 69. When I get them 65, I'm 59. Those are the two different dates and age ranges I give them, depending on whether or not they're calling about Medicare or not.
Yeah, then you give them the old 69.
Yes. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that over the next year. So
that's part of the screwing and sharing.
It is. Manuel says, Tattle, good evening. Glenn says on February 29th or February 30th would be good. Well, see, February 29th, that exists. I mean, we just had one Thursday. It messed me up all day long, but it was an okay day. It was an okay day. BB says there's another scam bidder who uses April 1st. Rickenbacker Music, I think it is. Okay. Smidgen says, I'm almost recouped from my first experience with COVID. No sense of taste or smell still. Oh, goodness. Hey, did you hear?
That can take a week or two, or that could take 2 months.
Did you hear they recently released new guidelines for people that have had COVID? If you have COVID, but you're not experiencing, I think it's like you don't have a fever.
Yeah.
After 24 hours, you can go back to work and actually, I'm like, wow.
Yeah, treat it like the flu.
It used to be like 10 days, and from the moment you got it, 10 days was the mandatory.
Yeah.
And now it's if you don't have a temperature for 24 hours, go back to work.
Yeah, both times that I think I had COVID, because I didn't go get tested, I couldn't smell or taste anything. The only thing I could taste is I could kind of taste pizza rolls. I know that's weird.
That is weird.
But the first time it was pizza rolls and sriracha sauce. For like 2 weeks, that's almost all I ate because I could kind of taste it.
Oh, when my dad had COVID and was in the hospital, he said that was the worst of it, not being able to taste anything.
It's awful.
He hated it. Yeah. So, actually, my taste buds are so bland and dead that I probably have had COVID multiple times and never noticed it. It's not a joking matter, but Avery knows what I'm talking about my taste buds being bland. And
it's your palate is I compare Andrew's palate to that of a 12-year-old.
Yes. I don't like spicy foods.
Yeah. Everything you liked when you were like 12, 10 or 12, like chicken nuggies and barbecue sauce, which isn't, I'm not saying that's bad,
No, I
but
know. I
that's
know.
like the height of cuisine to Andrew. You know? He doesn't like to try new stuff very often.
Nope. Don't like
Sometimes
stuff. I
sometimes
get,
it's yeah. So I make fun of him for that, and he ends up wearing what he's eating most of the time.
I'm not wearing. Nope. I changed my shirt again. Never mind. I did change my shirt before I started.
And before that, you had something on your shirt that from your last meal.
Probably. Maybe. Shut up. Manuel says, Christina, good morning. Tarkorf says, I told one my birthday was April 31st. Did they catch on? Did they figure it out? Manuel says, Smidgen, happy Saturday. Christina says, hope Timothy Williams had a good birthday. He had such a great birthday that he probably forgot that it happened. I mean, being 69 years old, I mean, he's getting up there. Manuel sends smiley faces. Sarah says, call James. Oh, I should. I haven't talked to him in a while. Manuel says, happy birthday to Timothy. All the World's a Stage says, hi, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Hines says, do you think some scam baiters are fake? Those 60 to 90 minute deals and that Indian guy always sounds the same, but still entertaining. I love them. I don't know if I'd go that far to say that they're fake. I really do think keeping somebody on the line for 60 to 90 minutes or more is kind of a little far-fetched unless they're trying really, 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 really hard. I think honestly, if somebody, like I had one recently where I kept the lady on for like a half hour. I was shocked she was still on the phone with me after a half hour. You know, I don't think, some of the more deeper scammers would try to stay with you until they got everything they could, and if it means a couple hours to get your money, yeah. But I don't know if I'd go out there and accuse anybody of being fake. But I've had people say that my channel's fake, and I'm like, really? I don't know that many people with fake accents that could help me make this channel happen, make this channel be fake. To be honest with you, I really don't. And Avery's proof of that. I don't have any friends.
You're like me. The friends you've had for like 30 years.
That's right.
And everybody else is just like,
Yeah. The two of us says, bagging and boarding comic books. Gosh, that brings back a lot of boring memories, Drew. Boring? What are you, crazy? That's fun.
Andrew loves it.
When I buy a new collection of comics, I have to go through each and every comic, check the quality. If they need to be pressed, I put them aside to be pressed. I bag and board them in a new bag and board. I inventory, I price them, I bring them to the store. These are all things I love to do. If I just sat around the comic book store all day long, bagging and boarding comics and inventorying comics, and didn't make a sale, I'd be happy as a clam.
That absolutely tickles his tism. He loves it.
It does. And whenever I order bulk bags and boards for the store, my wife will put them together for me. And she at one time asked, is there anything else I can do for you? I said, no, you've already taken away the joy of making bags and boards. Don't take away anything else from me. She thinks I'm a little out there. I do share some of my thrill with her. She doesn't find it thrilling at all. But
I don't think she realized in high school that you weren't just awkward, that you were special.
Yeah, good thing I knocked her up, huh? Or else I would never.
Yeah. Luckily, you trapped her.
Trapped her good, too, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
She hates that joke, but it's true. Daddle says, "Are your cats smarter than the scammers?" Oh, yes, they are. Oh, I gotta tell you guys, I may have mentioned before we got a new cat. It's the cat, I may have told the story where it was the night it was supposed to freeze, and we heard a meowing at the back door, and we opened up the back door, and there was a little black cat, and we let her in, and she now is part of the family. I take her Wednesday to the vet to get her immunization and shots, and she's getting all the fixing stuff that needs to be done for a female cat. And in the evenings lately, she's been running hot, as they say, and she's very vocal about it. And I told my wife this morning, because my wife was like, "Oh my God, she would not shut up last night." I said, "Honey, she's not in heat. She's singing to you. She's singing to you." And she's like, "Well, I wish she would shut up."
Oh man.
So we're taking care of that. That's going to be taken care of on Wednesday. But I explained to my mother-in-law and to my wife that I'm taking care of everything, meaning she's mine. She is officially my cat, because I don't claim any of the other pets in the house. They don't belong to me. She is mine, and I call her every time I saw her when she first came into the house. I say, "Hey, stranger." So her name is Stranger, and it fits. She's a little
Okay.
weird, so her name's Stranger. She'll make an appearance sometime soon. She's still getting comfortable being around me, particularly, but she's very comfortable in the house. She's getting used to the other cats. Some of the girls are still hissing at her, but they're going to get over that crap, and they're going to get over it quick, because I'm going to start popping other cats on the head or on the butt. But they'll
Little
get used.
squirts. Little squirts.
Yeah, need some water squirting. But yes, my cats are definitely smarter than my scammers. Tangent. Darlene says, we were supposed to have our very belated Christmas family gathering tomorrow. My niece just tested positive for COVID again. Oh, goodness. Well, if she's not running a fever, she may be okay. So keep that in mind. That's for the, is it the FCC? No, it's not the FCC. What is it that puts out the
CDC.
CDC. Yeah, I believe it is an official CDC thing, that if you haven't been running a fever for 24 hours, you're okay. So
it's wild how some people just they get it over and over and over.
Well, how often prior to COVID did they get the flu? You know, how
or
often
the cold.
Or the cold. Yeah, exactly.
Well, some people are getting it more often than they get colds. Like they just keep getting it. Then again, the common cold can give you a false positive on the test.
Yeah,
at least one of the tests it can.
Tim says, my daughter used squirt bottles on her cats. Good. It's a good thing. Sarah says, water squirt works for my dog. Okay. I don't think I ever had to squirt my dog. The cats always, but never the dog. Manuel says to Tarkor, happy Saturday night. And says to Darlene, happy Saturday. Burst is here, says good evening to everyone tonight. Burst, welcome to the show. Tarkort says, got one of the compressed air cans. I used a 10cc syringe. Oh boy.
Yeah, I've heard of the compressed air cans. Like it startles them.
Oh yeah, well the water does too. The spray bottle will do the same thing. So yeah, I just, the water to me seems more fitting, because they don't like water.
So. It's cheaper than the aerosol cans. Those air cans are expensive.
That's true. Manuel says births. Glenn says Control Alt left arrow, turn left, arrow, right arrow, turn right, down arrow, upside down, up arrow, back to normal. I'm not sure what that was in regards to.
Fixing the screen.
Oh, actually, no. It was like Control Shift and there's a refresh button. Control Shift and a refresh button turns the screen, and you literally have to do it 3 times in order to turn it off. You can literally turn your screen upside down. That's how stupid it is. It's a Chrome MacBook. It's a Chromebook, so I would never buy a Chromebook.
Another way she could help, it's a Chromebook? Okay, another way she could avoid this is close it when she's done.
Well, her cat has a tendency to walk across when she's in the middle of doing anything, so. Actually, you know what's so funny? The cat loves it when she prints something, because the printer warms up and the cat comes running. I don't know why. She's just fascinated with the printer. So
yeah.
Manuel says, Spurs, good Saturday. Manuel says, Glenn, happy Saturday night. Jim says, I had a cat that destroyed the kitchen at night. I go to feed him in the AM, and the trash can is knocked over in the kitchen. We haven't had that issue yet, but we have had the cats literally knock stuff off the counters. And I told my wife, I said, I'm not allowed to leave cups of water in my office because they will knock them over and they will leave water all over the floor.
What's funny is when you watch a cat do it right in front of you, looking at you and nudging something. Then they look at you some more, then they nudge it some more. Then they just look at you and then nudge it some more.
That would be my wife's cat who do shit like that. Yeah.
They just look at you like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it?
I know. Darlene says, good evening to Manuel. Hey, Vicky and Benji are here. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. Manuel says, Drew, next weekend is daylight savings time. Oh, no, it's happening again, huh? All right. And we spring forward, which means we're going to lose an hour. Anyway. Smidgen says, hi to Vicky and Benji. Manuel says, good evening to Vicky and Benji. Oh, my gosh, Jonathan. Jonathan gave me $10. Says, any more calls that said Jackson Valley, Florida? All the time. All the time, Jonathan. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, my friend. Vicky and Benji says, hi to Smidgen. Smidgen says, I can't type fast enough to get everyone's names. It's okay. Tim says, I do like your setup at the flea market. Well, thank you. Thank you. Actually, I've got plans to do some renovating once I have more time that I can spend in the store during the day when the store is not open. But I'm already making plans of expanding some of the areas in order to make more things easily visible, because that's the biggest thing about retail that I've learned, especially at the flea market. If people can see it, they will buy it. If it's where they can't see it, nobody will buy it. I mean, that sounds like 1 + 1 = 2. You know, it sounds very, very basic. But I literally, when I first set up, I had a table in the front of the flea market. I had a shadow box with Lego minifigures in it, and it sat on the table, and people would walk right by, and nobody would see it. Once I built the display case up so that the figures were facing out, I had more people stopping and buying them. And I realized if they can see it, they'll buy it. Now, when it comes to comics is a whole nother beast. Comics is fans, people that look for comics will be willing to dig through boxes to find stuff. So you don't have to have them out where everybody can see them, but like videos, DVDs, Blu-rays, Legos, toys, anything else has to be where people can see it. And that's just, and the more visible things are, the more easy you can sell stuff.
Yeah, it gets them on more of an impulse buy.
That too. Vicky and Benji says hello. Good evening to Manuel. Sarah says, use Bruce Wayne for the scammers. See, I think I'd hate to think, I think they would know that one, to be honest with you. They would know that one.
You never know.
You never know. Manuel says, good evening to Jonathan. Oh my gosh, Sarah sent me $1.99. Oh, Sarah, thank you. You don't have to do that, but I appreciate it. I do. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Sarah says, hello to Manuel. Darlene says, my sister had gotten a kitten. He was such a wild wild child. Where did I get wild chick from? He was such a wild child. She couldn't handle him. She surrendered him to the Humane Society. Oh man.
Wow.
Trust me, I understand that completely. We had a cat it was my wife's cat, had gotten out and gotten pregnant, and the baby was a wild hellion. And he was definitely part feral. But we loved him and we kept him. And my son would have scratches all over his arm because my son's the kind of kid that would go, oh, I love you, I'm going to hug you. And the cat would go, and he'd still be like, oh, I love you. He still does it to today. He still does it. Every time he comes over, he wants to pick up the cats and hold them. And some of them just don't like to be held, especially by him. Most of the cats will come to you and sit in your lap and let you pet him, but he goes after them, and they hate that, which to me is kind of funny as well. But Tattle says, the last few weeks I've been getting bombarded with solar scam calls, about 10 plus a day. Have anyone of the viewers experienced this? I've gotten a few, but not nearly that many. I don't think I've
Yeah,
heard
that's
from these
wild.
solar scammers in a long time, and then they start back up again. They've started calling again, but I mainly get maybe 1 or 2 a week is what I'm at right now. So not that many, but that's crazy. I wonder if it's the area you live in, if there's something happening that people are targeting that area for some reason, you know? Could be, or it could just be, you know, your number's stuck in the cycle. Smidgen says, my husband needs a bag and board some Sergeant Fury comics he got on eBay. I don't know why he keeps buying comics because we don't have room to store them anymore. But
It's an addiction. He can't really help himself because there's always that next book you want.
yep.
It never ends.
Oh, you know what I forgot? Because we didn't do a Thursday or Friday show, I didn't get to show you guys the books I got this week. Dude, they were so awesome. They were. You remember?
Oh, nice.
Did I remember I showed you the Fear books from Marvel?
Yes.
Got them. Oh my gosh, they look even more beautiful up front.
Oh,
and
wow.
I just realized I took them all to the store. They're all in the store right now. So
you got to bring them back for next Nerd Den.
Bring them back next Nerd Den. Well, yeah, I definitely will. I don't. The ones. Granted, those books are not super expensive. They're like $30-$40 a piece. They're not that.
They're still pretty.
But the ones that are up there, I bring home every weekend. So I always bring them home. But I will definitely throw those into the boxes that come home so I can show them.
Ah, cool.
And there's also some Marvel Premiere, Marvel Chillers #1 was in there. A couple of the early Red Sonja Marvel features. With those Frank Thorne covers.
Ooh, cool.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah. And right now they're at the store, but those are three or four that may come home and join the bookshelf.
At least bring them home to show them on Nerd Den.
Yep. Burr says, Vicky and Benji, I love the way you question the scammers and making them gas at answers. That's good. Asking them questions is always fun. Vicky and Benji says to Tattle, it's been getting those too. Okay, about the solar scammers. Says thank you to Births. Glenn says, the two of us, you aren't banned here. Nope, absolutely not. The two of us are welcome. They both are. Jim says, good evening to Vicky and Benji. Manuel says, I enjoy your videos, Vicky and Benji, this morning. I watched. And they say, good evening to Jim. And thank you to Manuel. Stacy's here. Hey, Stacy, how's it going? Says, hey, everybody. Welcome to the show, Stacy. Glenn says, Medicare diabetes scammers wasted 25 minutes of their time. New meter is on the way. Ask them about back pain. They're sending me back brace to cure my hemorrhoids. No more pucker. Can't wait. Okay, that's fantastic. Stacy says, hello, Drew. Thank you. Welcome to the show, Stacy. Manuel says, hello, Stacy. Happy Saturday night. BB says, oh no, the two of us, that stinks. Burr says, love it, Glenn. Stacy says hello to Manuel. Happy Sunday morning in Australia. And she says hello to BB. Manuel says, oh, I'm very, very sorry. Good morning. Happy Sunday, Stacy. It's okay. Stacy says hello to Glenn. Hines says, only 3 likes? Really? Oh, goodness. Well, hey, 3's better than 2, right? Stacy says, Manuel, it's all good. Manuel says, Hines, happy Saturday night. BB says, hey to Manuel. Manuel says, hello to BB. Glenn says, I don't drink anymore. I just don't drink any less.
Nice.
He's got to live it. As long as he doesn't go over it, he's okay. That's
sure, absolutely.
That's perfect justification. Very good, very good. Manuel says, I got emails from scammers. I deleted them in the trash. I recently checked my scam/spam folder. I had a lot of crap in there, but a lot of it was like really, really new. So I guess my email just automatically deletes older ones. So I didn't have some that had been in there forever. So I guess that's what happens when you ignore them. They go away. The two of us says, we say, hello, Drew. We made sure not to miss you again tonight. For us, being late is expensive. For each day we are late, we end up being $2 short. It's true. For the rest of us, it's
Awesome.
only $1. For the two of them, it's $2. BB says those scammers really are stupid. Yes, they are. Stacy says smiley face or crying faces to Glenn. Manuel says, yes, I watched. It was so funny. I laughed so loud. I enjoyed. Manuel says, my mother passed away on March 1st, 2018 in my home. Oh, goodness, Manuel. I'm sorry to hear that. March 1st. March, you pick any day on the calendar and it's going to be somebody's favorite day and it's going to be somebody's worst day. It's always going to happen. But, dude, I'm sorry about that. Let's see here. BB says, today is the birthday of my BFF. I've known her for at least 60 years. She's like a sister to me. Fantastic. All the world's a stage and smiley faces. Vicky and Benji says, my dad died March 2005. I'm sorry to hear that. Tattle says, trying a new tact with solar scammers. Script is giving free info about solar, but then they ask questions. I tell them I'm giving info to answering question. I tell them that giving info is answering questions. I ask them if they're confused and they're stupid. I always ask them, how much is this free service going to cost me? Or they tell you the consultation is free. It's like, how much is this going to cost me? And they don't want to answer that. They hang up. And I love it. And they keep calling back. That's the funny thing. Manuel says, hey, all the world, happy Saturday. BB says, my BFF lives in Florida, but I don't have any way or means to go down to see her. Well, if you get an opportunity to come down here, Florida will gladly take you. Florida's great this time of year. The weather is getting nice. It's going to get rainy very soon, but overall, it's usually very, very nice. Manuel says, I'm very sorry, Vicky and Benji, about your dad. BB says hello to Stacy. Smidgen says hugs to Manuel and Vicky. So sorry. Burst says, I have COVID 3 times, and the first 2 times I got it while I was in the hospital. That I can believe. That I can definitely believe. I'm pretty sure there's been studies about people who go into the hospital and come out with something else, because it does happen.
Yes, because everything you can think of is under that roof.
Oh yeah. You got to have a very, very strong immune system before going into the emergency room. Because anybody who has something is there. Darlene says, my niece couldn't taste the tacos with hot sauce. Oh goodness. See, I like mild sauce with my Taco Bell.
Wow.
Yeah, I've tried hot recently a couple times, but we don't do Taco Bell that often to begin with.
I love spicy stuff.
Yeah.
It's just I can't eat it like I used to because my diverticulitis. Yep. I can't like I can still handle the spicy when I eat it. It's what it does to me in my system is
I think
painful.
The spiciest food that I eat on a regular basis is the sesame chicken from Golden Egg Roll. It's one of the ones on the menu that's in red, telling you that it's spicy, and it's got a kick, but it's not a really, really hard kick.
No, it's more like it's more of a, oh, hey, hello.
Yeah. But after a while, I have to switch to something else. Like tonight, I did bourbon chicken. I didn't do sesame chicken. I did.
I haven't had Chinese in a while. I could go for Chinese.
Oh yeah. I highly recommend it. Vicky and Benji. Vicky and Benji say.
I've got to drive to another town though for Chinese.
That's what you get for being in the middle of Georgia.
Well, there's a Chinese restaurant here, but it's not good.
Oh, okay. That I understand. Vicky and Benji says smiley faces to Smidgen. Jim says, Medicare scammers called me and asked for my card number. I said, my Medicare card is revoked. I just got out of prison after 65 years, and he hung up. I find it funny when I tell them I'm expecting a new Medicare card and I haven't gotten it yet, and they go, what? What are you talking about? It's like, oh, come on. Don't you scammers communicate? Don't you know the deal? Oh, well. Brent says, I had COVID December of 2020. A taste bud's gone is a good thing. The taste bud gone is a good thing. Eat the healthy foods you don't like and avoid bad foods. Can't taste it anyway. I don't know if that's how it should work, but maybe. I mean, if I lost my taste, would I try mustard or mayonnaise or eat raw onions? No. I still wouldn't. No.
All those things are great.
No. Tattle says, I got a call from American Solar. I politely asked if he was a scammer. He responded that he was going to expletive deleted my sister and hung up.
Oh.
In other words, the answer is yes.
Andrew, do you ever make pizzas at home?
I haven't in a long, long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's something I got to get you to try if you ever do. Yeah.
Okay.
Chorizo.
Chorizo? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It's a like a Mexican sausage, and there's a type of chorizo you can buy that's sliced up like pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, put that on a pizza, like make an Italian bread pizza, where you slice the Italian bread in half, cover it in olive oil or butter and seasoning, and then put the. Oh, dude, it's so good.
It actually does sound nice. It does sound good.
Ooh.
Okay. Manuel says a lot of smiley faces. All the world's a stage, sends a smiley face. BB says, after I had my stem cell transplant back in 1996, I didn't want to eat anything. You could have set my favorite food in front of me and I wouldn't have wanted it. That's horrible.
Oof. That was probably pretty rough.
Yeah. I haven't had anything where my favorite food would turn me off. At least not yet. Knock on wood. 50 years on this planet, and
a good stomach bug will do it to you for a while.
That is true. Hold on a second. Sorry.
Cancer treatment and chemo will do it to you. I've seen that first. I've seen that.
Vicky and Benji says, I've kept scammers interested for days into weeks, mostly the Publisher Clearinghouse and romance scammers. Well, see, those are the kind that's a kind of one that you expect they have to drag out for a while, especially those romance scammers, because they can't just immediately say, hey, by the way, give me money. It's not going to work. They got to drag it out for a while. So, and I have not really had any of those. Not that I'm out there looking for romance or anything, but
Andrew, I've got to tell you something after the stream. I can't talk about it publicly. Oh my God! But you just reminded me of something.
Norskus here says, has your co-host, sorry I don't know your name, my apologies, played the Phantom Liberty Cyberpunk DLC? It's amazing. Have you ever heard of the Phantom Liberty Cyberpunk?
Mm-mm.
No? Yeah, he's more of a gamer than I am, so I don't have a clue what that means.
No, but I haven't played it. I haven't played Cyberpunk.
Okay. Tarkor says the first one didn't catch on till April 31st, but the second did and was pissed. Okay. Norska said, Avery, I think you said, now I know. Laugh out loud. Okay. Yes. Yep, this is Avery. Glenn says the longest sweepstakes scam I had lasted 3 days involving fake gift cards. Now, I have had scammers call me back to follow up, and I've dragged that out. I've had, it was either the Spectrum or the Comcast where I've got them for like multiple calls, but I usually don't, have them on for very, very, very long. Usually it's kind of short. I try to keep them on for as long as I can. Sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 2. That's when I usually string videos together. But that one that I did one, Avery, I did one recently that was over a half hour. I posted it like 3 or 4 days ago. It's already had like 28,000 views. It's like my second highest viewed video on my channel. I don't know what I did to make that one work, but it worked.
Fantastic. The right person might have seen it and retweeted it or something.
Or the algorithm picked it up. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah. Or the algorithm picked it up. Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing. The two of us says, we say our phone has been busy, too busy for us. We hang up. We had to be pretty freed up to put any time in, not for lack of interest, though. So say we both. I've had a bunch of calls lately where I was busy working, and I still answer the phone. It depends on who. If I'm working with one of my coworkers, she knows my phone rings off the hook with scammers all the time. So I'll answer the phone. But I've gotten several of the calls where I'm like, what do you want? Tell me now, quickly. I don't have time for you. Call me back later. Screw off, But if I have time to sit in front of my computer and record it, I try to make it as interesting as possible. But yeah. BB says, Tettle, any cat is smarter than those scammers. That is true. Darlene says, Kit Boga can keep a scammer baited for many days. Yep, I've seen some of his videos where he's had them on for a long time. All the World's a Stage says, me too, love comics. Excellent. ADY says, yo, Misfit Corner scammed you guys from the UK. Good morning, doll. Welcome to the show. Manuel says hello to ADY. Hey, Winona's here. Hey, Winona, how's it going? Says, hey, y'all. ADY says, yo, Manuel. Manuel says, good morning. Charles is here. Says, how did the birthday go, mate? The birthday went well. I don't remember anything about it, so it must have been a great time. Actually, I'm trying to think what we did Friday. Because we didn't stream. We didn't have a live stream. Heck, I might have gone to bed early Friday, to be honest with you. And when I say early, like 11 o'clock at night is early for me lately. My wife teases me if I go tell her I'm going to bed and it's after midnight. She just giggles.
I didn't go to sleep till after 11 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. Well, you're on a whole different schedule. So.
Yeah, it's bad.
Stacy says, hey to ADY. Manuel says, Charles, happy Saturday night. Tattle says, I got a call from a lifeline claiming I would get an alert system completely free from the U.S. government. I asked her when the U.S. government gets its money from. She hung up immediately. I've told him before, I said, no, don't lie. Stop lying. You know it's not free. You know who's paying for it. We're paying for it. Our taxes are paying for it all. They don't understand that. They think free from the government means the government just gives free stuff out. No, somebody pays for it, and it's usually you and I. And Avery. They charge Avery up the butt for it. So he pays all the taxes.
What?
What? Says, hey to Stacy. Stacy says, hey to Winona. RKV is here, says, hey, Drew. Hello, all. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Tarcord says, I hear the scam calls as you do all. I hear the same calls you do all day. My longest was about 45 minutes, and I told him I was tired of playing with him and hung up. I've had that conversation as well, especially when they get very frustrating. I have a lot of patience. You guys have probably learned that by now. I have a lot of patience with people, but there are times when some of these scammers drive me so freaking nuts. I just cannot handle them anymore. And sometimes I blow off and blow up. Blow off. That wasn't what I meant to say. I blow up. I said it again. Blow off. Blow up at them. And guess what? It's perfectly fine. It's cathartic. Not cathodic. What is the word I'm looking for?
Cathartic.
Cathartic. Okay. Shut up. I'm trying so hard. You know, English isn't my first language. Da is my first.
But
language.
It is.
I know. Stacy says, hey to RKV. Manuel says, RK, happy Saturday. Manuel says, hello to Winona. Charles says, happy Saturday, back at you. Vicky and Benji says to RKV, gutsy. And says, says to RKV, GTSY. Let me see if I remember what that means. Good to see you. Good. I remembered from last week.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah,
but speaking of other languages, do you remember any of your Latin?
No, absolutely not.
So you can't even say you speak Latin anymore.
No, we didn't. We never spoke Latin. It was mostly written.
But you took Latin.
I took Latin for 3 years.
And you don't remember any of it, do you?
Well, the one phrase I remember from Latin, I'm not allowed to say because it would get me in trouble.
What about Sic Semper Tyrannis?
I know what that means, but that's not something I remembered. No. Okay. Actually, you know what? What's so funny? The phrase that I remember the most was actually created or made up, deciphered, spoken by the girl who ended up being the valedictorian of my class. It was her that came up with it. So it wasn't very nice, but it was fun.
Molan love.
Yep. RK says Vicky and Benji and sends a pink hand waving. Smidgen says, I watched the Pleasant Green video today, read classic car sales scam. They even show fake DMV pink slips. Oh, wow. RK says to Stacy and Manuel, happy Saturday evening. Vicky and Benji says, I saw that video. I love PG. That fake card title was a trip. Oh, wow. RKV says to Smidgen, oh, yes, in the end, the scammer admitted he was wrong, but doesn't say it. Manuel says, I watched Pleasant Green. I was enjoying so much of his videos. Very good. Smidgen says to Vicky, RK, and I have the hubby and I have 2 hot rods and a nice stang. So that was startling. Wow. 2 hot rods. Very cool.
Nice.
Hines says, when will we ever stop this time change nonsense? Leave it on daylight savings. Supposedly there's legislation trying to fix it and trying to keep it. But you know what? It benefits somebody somewhere. So, somebody's fighting to keep it happening. Vicky says, hey to Smidgen. Stacy says, hey to Smidgen. Vicky and Benji say the prices are way too cheap. Manuel says, good evening to Tim. RK says to Vicky and Benji, did you notice the mileage? 9 miles, 90 miles for a 54? Yeah, that doesn't seem right to me. Smidgen says to Hines, I agree. Vicky and Benji says to RK, I laughed so hard at that. Sarah says, next Saturday night I'm working, won't be here. Okay, that's all right. We allow people to have the day off and do actual work, as long as you're getting paid for it, ADY says to Misfit Corner Scams, you guys from the UK, good morning. All you scammers, name is a good scammer name is Ivor Biggins. Ivor Biggins. Ivor Biggins. Big guns. Okay. Sandy says, where do you guys get all the numbers you call for scammers? I want to play. Sandy, all the videos that I release are them calling me. I don't call anybody. There are a lot of scam baiters that call scammers and do it. And I know there's a lot of numbers that get shared between scam baiters, but 99.9% of all my calls are all them calling me, which is insane. But it is true. They call
They love
me
you
all the time. They do.
They love you.
Especially James. He loves me.
In a way he's not ready to accept.
I know. I'm willing to accept his love. I'm willing to be there for him. I'm willing to be the guy on the other side of the phone that nobody else can be. I'm it. If only he would call me more often.
Oh, dude.
Hardcore says, if there were a motion sensor compressor can work, I'd use them to train the cat to stay off the counter and other areas. Now that'd be cool if in your workspace there were motion censored compressed air spray, so if a cat got up on your desk, it would automatically spray them. That's something to look into, Somebody needs to invent that, And you would have it pointing in an area where you're not putting your hand, so it wouldn't be going off while you were working. But if a cat walked through, because like my cats will walk through this way and this way, but if they walk through and that would be fantastic. Somebody needs to come up with that. That's a good idea. Tarkor, do it. Jonathan says solar scammers hang up on me when I said I have solar. I've actually asked the solar scammers. They said we're doing things for people in your neighborhood. And I'm like, there's not a single solar panel in my entire neighborhood. Who exactly are you selling solar panels to in my neighborhood? That's usually when they hang up. Smidgen says, Drew and Avery, will you guys be able to hear the rocket launch this evening if it goes? I know we've had rocket launches in the past. I've never heard one, to be honest with you. Cape Canaveral and stuff like that, that's too far away for us to hear it. We can see it. We can see like smoke plumes and so forth, but I've never heard one.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm in Georgia.
Yeah. Tim says, I have always been a Tool lover. Okay.
Like the band?
Yeah, I don't know. Vicky and Benji says to Smidgen, I think they scrubbed the launch. Okay. Actually, I had somebody comment on one of my videos, Avery, says, with Misfit in your name, obviously you listen to the Misfits. And I'm like, I don't really know how to respond to that because the answer to that is no. The
No, you're
Misfit,
not.
yeah, the Misfit in the name of my company, Misfit Corner Comics and Misfit Corner Scams, has absolutely nothing to do with the music group, the Misfits.
No, I'm a Misfits fan.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
are.
you're
That's
not.
why. Yeah, no, I couldn't name a single song. Couldn't name a single one. And if I heard it, I wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Darlene says, I got another McAfee email. They can't even bother to spell it right. Oh, that's funny. Manuel
But
says, oh, Sarah, you'll be working next Saturday. I'm so sorry. Well, as long as she's making money, that's all right.
yeah.
As long as
But
it's
you know
not
what? That reminds me. Glenn Danzig did that comic company, Veronica.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I need to track down the Death Dealer Simon Bisley book that he did.
I know I had one, but I think I might have sold it. I know, but I think it was. I'll have to look. They did relaunch that title, but it's not Veronica is the publisher. It was somebody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think Danzig was involved with it at all.
No, but this one Danzig was.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let me get back to here. Smidgen says, "Did they, Vicky? I don't have a YouTube up now." Asking about the launch. Amanda's here. Hey, Amanda says, so got a call today from a firefighter coalition. It was asking to make a contribution. The automated system had the audacity to say it was a real person when I asked to speak to somebody. Yes, they do. Actually, to be honest with you, what I believe is happening with those calls is there is somebody actually listening in. There's a live person listening in, but it's like a soundboard where they type something and that's what they go, hi, my name's this from this. Can we send you an envelope? And there is somebody listening in, but they don't like to let you talk to the people. Probably, and most likely, is because it's a foreign call center. It's somebody who has a very heavy accent or doesn't speak English well, and that would turn people off immediately when they're asking for donations and contributions. So they use the soundboard. So there is somebody there in a lot of cases, which I believe is true, but as AI goes, maybe there won't be. You never know. Vicky and Benji says to Smidgen, I got an email about it earlier. Gotcha. Manuel says, Amanda, happy Saturday night. Jonathan says, Medicare scammers now have outgoing phones now. Okay. Amanda says, they hung up. Laugh out loud. Okay. Yeah, they don't like it when you ask them questions, Amanda. They don't. Amanda says, thank you to Manuel. Christina says, solar scam calls and home security, but I have good security. A big flock of nasty, aggressive geese. Ooh. I always tell them I have the fire from heaven security system. You never, ever, ever tell them you don't have a security system. You never, ever, ever, ever tell them you don't have one. Ever.
I like these stickers that say protected by Crinks. It says 545-762.
Oh, okay. Sarah says, Benji, what is your channel name? Manuel says, you are welcome, Amanda. Smidgen says, oh, the Red Sonja, my husband's other girlfriend. Okay. Hey, Marvel put out some really nice Red Sonja comics back in the day. So
yeah, some of the ones I think the 70s.
Oh yeah, in the 70s were great. DHGXNSG says, finally caught you live. Well, welcome to the show. Sarah says, my dad died March 4th in 2019. Oh, goodness. March is that's a horrible month then for people. Damn, I'm sorry, Sarah. Sorry to hear that. BB says, I'm so sorry for your loss, Manuel. DHG says, watching from Memphis, Tennessee. Well, fantastic. Welcome. Manuel says, 2014, my Drew, my mom passed away. Wrong year. It was 2018. Okay. Still sorry to hear about that. Tim says, my birthday is on March 16th. Well, happy early birthday then. We'll be live streaming that way soon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, we're going to be live streaming on the 16th. So if you're not out partying, Tim, join us and we'll wish you all a happy birthday.
Nice.
Vicky and Benji says to Manuel, very sorry to hear about your mom and dad. Glenn says, this is David from CVS Pharmacy. Great timing. Are you all my prescriptions ready to be picked up? I placed the order yesterday. I'm getting low on my preparation H and personal lube. Yeah, there you go. Everybody needs a restock of that. BB says, so sorry for you, Vicky and Benji. Manuel says, thank you very much, Vicky and Benji. Vicky and Benji says to BB, thank you. Manuel, can you guys hear her? Do you hear that? That's Stranger.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it? Let me just check and see if she's outside the door. Hey, you want to come in here and say hi to everybody? Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, come on in. All right. You want to come up here and say hi? Come in. Come here. This is my little stranger. Hey. Okay, that's the keyboard. Stop. He did not want to stay long. Oh, wait a minute. Something popped up and said, do you want to cancel your browser? I said, no, that's not what I'm trying to do.
Yep.
Sorry. Hey, do you want to say hi? Yeah. They can probably hear you. You want to come up here? All right, she's busy down there. So let me go back to the chat. RK says, if you want spicy food, go to a Thai restaurant.
Yeah.
I've been to a Thai restaurant like twice in my life, and believe it or not, both times was with Todd. I don't know why, but it's not a place I normally go. But with him, we went to Thai restaurants.
Thai's not as common in Jacksonville as it is in New York.
Yeah. Well, he had one that was actually pretty close. So
yeah. I went with you guys to a Thai place in Newark.
All right, we're only about 22 minutes behind on the chat, so let me see if I can try to catch up. And we're already over an hour and 11 minutes, so we're really running late. But let me just skim real quick. Let's see. Manuel says, very funny, Tim. I laugh so much. Smidgen says, happy birthday to Tim. Manuel says, happy birthday to Tim. Birth says, my partner in crime at physical therapy and I played together with a scam pharmacy service I got. We were mother and daughter, and my parents are from Italy, but for some miracle, I came out 100% Korean. Jeez. That's funny. RK says to Burst, was it a mistake or simple mismatch? Manuel says, Nora, happy Saturday night. Birth says, no, we were playing with the scammer, which is always good. Vicky and Benji say, I think James counts as a long-term scam, Drew. Well, maybe. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I mean, this is unfulfilled friendship, you know? He hasn't called me in a while, so I may have to call him. If I'm going to call him, it's going to be during the day. RK says, Bert to Neburst, nicely done. Smidgen says, chorizo. Okay, chorizo. Manuel says, yes, I like James. He was very funny. Bert says, for some reason, he cursed us out and hung up. I wonder why. I have no idea. Tarkord says, if one can find hard chorizo is great.
Yeah.
Soft chorizo that is common in grocery stores is a greasy mess. Oh, okay.
It depends on what kind. There's another kind I buy that's packaged like it's loose, like it's like brown hamburger.
Oh, okay.
And we'll brown that and just dump it into like a whole big thing of queso, and eat that with. That's good too.
Okay.
The chorizo. I always say chorizo for some reason.
Sure.
I know it's spelled. It's chorizo. They are correct. It's just I'm from Georgia.
That's your excuse.
We say
you're sticking to it, right?
Yeah, that's my excuse. You know, but it's the hard that's like a salami or pepperoni.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, put that on a pizza with pepperoni and salami, some red onion. Oh God, so good.
Hey, come here. They want to see you. They want to see you. Stranger, come here. Come here. Come here. I'm going to scratch you on your head. Oh, oh, this is her. Hi. Look at those big eyes. She has huge eyes. Hey, you gonna say hi to everybody? You see Regal's over there on the boxes. She's sleeping. She's unaffected by this whiny baby down here. But she's a cute kitty. She's a cute kitty. All right. Let's see if I can get back to the chat. BB says, okay, got to run. Going to watch something with my senior. Laugh out loud. Catch y'all next Saturday. Have a great weekend. Good night. Take it easy, BB. I know you're already gone. That was 20 minutes ago. RK says, Drew, I like your today's video where the scammer was only interested in connecting you with a live agent just to earn a commission. He completely ignored all your questions. They normally do. They normally hate to answer questions. Smidgen says, I have a little script I've been reading to unknown callers. Thank you for calling the Senior Citizens Center hotline for scam and fraud reporting. How may I help you? That's fantastic. That's wonderful. Vicky and Benji say a smiley face to Smidgen. Smidgen says, good night, BB. Berth says, love it, Smidgen. Manuel says to Vicky and Benji, awesome. Darlene says, my oldest son works second shift at the high school as a custodian. Some nights he works till 2 a.m. Hubby has to get him from work. I bet you it's quiet. I bet you that's a quiet job. You don't have a lot of people talking to you or interrupting you, and you can, if that's the kind of job where I would have an audio book and just put my headphones on and just, dig in and do my thing. Sometimes that's a nice thing. Sometimes. Vicky and Benji says that guy was a trip to RK. RK says mea culpa, Andrew. My mother actually said that to me recently. Vicky says good evening all. Welcome. Tattle says, I spend more effort wasting scammers' time, but I have a job and my wife doesn't like it when I monopolize the phone. My wife thoroughly hates it when I'm with her and a scam call comes in and I answer it. I can hear her eyeballs rolling to the back of her head where she's like, oh. Usually I try to hang up quickly with them, but she understands. It's important. Burr says, love the classic car scam. Manuel says hello to Vicky. Charles says, we'll be start daylight savings here in New Zealand soon. Okay. Manuel says hello to Sandy. Mzal says hello from Utah. Welcome. I lost you for a second there, Avery. You still there? All right. Tim says some people use electric pads that shock them.
Oh yeah, my Wi-Fi is going in and out. We got storms here.
Okay. Glenn says 11 Medicare CVS scammers today, Saturday, before 8:30 a.m. for 25 minutes each. Oh wow! Mumbled their fake Medicare number with 4s as Fs, 8s as Es, etc. Teeth not in, still can't. Very good, very good. Emsall says hi. Sarah says, thanks, Manuel. Vicky says, laugh out loud. I got one to tell me his real name yesterday. He messed up when he came on, and I think he realized he said, the heck with this job. Actually, nice convo. Let's see. Name withheld by Google for security purposes. Daylight savings starts in September in the NZ, New Zealand. Daylight savings is almost over. Okay. Tara Cord says PetSmart or Petco sells the motion sensor cans. Really? So somebody's already created it. Okay, well, that's fantastic. Xcentric says, sorry to be late. Hey, no problem. We're actually getting ready to wrap up soon. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Smidgen says, enjoy your day off next, Sarah. I don't think the poopsters have been back since you've been on duty. And I appreciate it. Tim says, I'm a Toto fan. Okay. Heinz says, I replaced my old landline phone system. After 3 weeks, I blocked 400 call numbers. It seems to get less. If they just spoof, would it not make a difference? See, I don't block any numbers because I think it's a waste of time. Because if they use one number, they're probably not going to use it again. I think I told you guys how my wife, when she gave me her phone one time, was having a problem because she could no longer block numbers. I looked and she had over 100 numbers listed, and it's like that's the reason why your phone will only block so many. So Manuel says executive happy Saturday night. Sarah says I love Bazooka Joe comics. Okay. M. Saul says, I do enjoy your videos while working. They are so funny and entertaining, and I admire your patience to deal with these despicable scammers. Well, thank you very much. Sarah says, LOL to Smidgen. Manuel says, eccentric, happy Saturday. I think that's what he was trying to say before. RK says, I noticed some comments censored, clips in the chat. Is that Google or mods here? Oh, it probably is Google. Most likely it's YouTube, yeah. My side glass bottle. Did you change your name? Your name? Glass bottle? Okay. Says hello. Eccentric says thank you, Manuel. Vicky and Benji says, hey, did you change your name? Yep. Name withheld says, I got Visa and MasterCard refund scam calls multiple times a day. Sometimes they say they are both, which is really funny since Visa and MasterCard are two completely different companies. Manuel says hello to Glass Bottle. Happy Saturday. Glass Bottle says, I sure did. My side, Vicky and Benji scam baiting, laugh out loud. Christina says, dairy cows hate time change. I think dairy cows are probably the same when it comes to pets. They don't care about the time change. At least I assume so. Smidgen says, when I see the word. Okay. Vicky and Benji says, okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure no one hacked you. That's true. Name withheld says, Misfit Corner scams. I never get scam call email, unfortunately, as my email is through my phone service provider. They monitor scam and spam emails really well. Okay, that's very good. Jonathan says, I get calls from someone asking for someone I don't know and then say donate to firefighters. I've actually gotten a couple of calls lately from people dialing the wrong number, I guess. I've got more often than ever before. I actually had a guy call me and ask me about my job application as a mechanic, and I'm like, nope, sorry, you got the wrong number, not me, because I guess somebody applied for a job and my number came up. I don't know, but maybe that's what they're going to start doing, is giving my numbers out on job applications. Wonderful. Eccentric says, watching from Quebec, Canada. Well, welcome. We do like our Canadian friends. Welcome to the show. Glass Bottle says to Vicky and Benji, nope, no hack. It just cracks me up when scammers say, hi, this is my side, Alex, LOL. Vicky and Benji smiley faces. I hear stranger. Yep, she's right here. She keeps jumping up. I'm leaning forward in my chair, so she keeps jumping up behind me. You can't see her, but she keeps jumping up. Jonathan sent me another sticker, a super sticker, a $2 super sticker. Jonathan, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Vicky and Benji says, oh, stranger is so pretty. Yeah, she's a pretty cute kitty. She's a cutie. She's on the floor right now trying to play with the door. RK says, hello, familiar stranger. Burr says, hey to stranger. Smidgen says, suppose our government is to ban AI-generated robocalls. I believe it when I see it, but I'm not holding high hopes for it. Nope. As soon as they start using the technology, it'll go crazy. It'll happen. Almost guaranteed. Vicky says, ooh, she is pretty. I love void cats. We have two. Manuel says, hey to your cat, Drew. Sarah says, hey, stranger, cat got your tongue? No, trust me, she will talk and sing all night long if you want her to, or you don't want her to. RK says, Smidgen, no use. The ordinance is only for U.S. bound calls. It cannot control calls from Asia or other countries. Yep, never stopped him from calling people on the National Do Not Call list. Darlene says, my oldest son's birthday is March 15th. Great niece is March 31st. Great nephew is April 4th. Sister and niece are April 16th. Well, you got a lot of birthdays coming up. Wow, that's fantastic. Smidgen says, oh, stranger is so handsome. Love black cats. She's a cutie. Manuel says, stranger, awesome cat. Yes, she is. Darlene says, brother-in-law's birthday was April 8th. We used to have spring and fall parties for all the birthdays. You'd almost have to with that many birthdays. Absolutely. Darlene says, our black cat is named Izzy, about 9 years old. My mother-in-law wanted to name this one Fancy. I said, she don't look like a fancy to me. Don't look like a fancy. RK says, gotta go. Happy whatever is left of the weekend to all. Absolutely. Jim says, I used to work for security guard in a big warehouse in Newark, New Jersey airport. Very quiet, except for the rats. Oh, sorry, Jim. Sarah says, did you know the Pope has bird flu? He has cardinals next to him. That's funny. Vicky and Benji says, be safe to RK. Jim says, from 12 to 8 a.m. Okay. Heinz says, stranger scared my mini schnauzer Pepper. He is not the greatest hero. Vicky says, my daughter says, just don't answer. They call back anyway. My other half sucks at messing with them. Glass Bottle says, block numbers is useless. They will use fake numbers. Ecstasy Sydney says, I got scammed 20,000 years ago in Australia. I'm so upset. Okay. Tarcord says,
wow, that's a lot.
When I answer a cell call in here, this is from wherever. I use a function. Darlene says, a murderer was caught in my town, Keene, New Hampshire, yesterday. He had killed his girlfriend and was feeding his kids at Applebee's. And that's where he was caught? Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Tarcord says, that allows reporting as a spam call. And last but not least is Gless says, till we meet again. All right. Caught up.
All right.
Whew. Man, that was a long. I thank you, Avery. You didn't jump in. I kept the flow going.
Yeah.
And I didn't mess up more than maybe once or twice. So, oh, guys, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend. As they said, what's left of it. I still have a whole Sunday left. I'm looking forward to. I have 40 more business days, 8 full weeks, 8 Fridays left, and then I'm partying hardy. And I appreciate everybody who comes in, stops in, says hi. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. Remember, as always, if you get calls like the ones I get, either hang up on them or screw with them like I do. And if you do screw with them, record it and share it with everybody. Remember the golden rule: screw and share. I almost screwed up. I almost messed it up.
You got it. Nailed it.
On my tongue. I'm thinking about putting that all on a T-shirt, by the way. It's going to be this long-ass script on the back.
That's your catchphrase, this whole big, long thing.
I need a hobby. All right, everybody. Peace out. Avery, thank you once again for joining. Everybody be good, and we'll see you all next time.